Hey collective, let's get some messages for the 22nd. This is June 2022. And this is collective consciousness energy. What is going on? What are the vibes now that we are officially into summer? And this is collective consciousness energy. Please God, clear, concise messages on a 3. Thank you, Amy. All right, what's the situation, collective? What's going on? All right. I felt like this deck had a lot to say today, and it's not messing around. So generally speaking, there's some discord. There could be something going on in the background, possibly about someone's feelings about someone, or not expressing this, or just talking about someone's feelings for someone rather than to them. 5 of Swords contains winner-loser dichotomy in it, but it stems from low self-esteem. The major terminology around the 5 of Swords here for the situation is not only discord and a little bit of discomfort around communication, thoughts, ideas, beliefs, these types of things, air energy. Could be the written word as well. But yes, this sense of, we see these guys actually walking away here, kind of hunched over. So there's like a bitterness to this energy. All right, collective, what are your thoughts? You are the other person's thoughts about this situation. Yeah, we see more 5 energy. 5 is just really discord. It's a big deal though. We have Libra with justice on one side, Scorpio, the next sign here, with the death card on the other side. In the middle here for the thoughts about the situation, 7 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. All right, so now we have some competition energy, and this is a big rollover. This is a big turnover. How to do something, right? Something that's lasting. We saw it coming with the death card. There's a natural progression to things here. It's an organic event, but there's a karmic element or sort of, I guess temperature to this. 2 5s coming out. Yeah, this is a big learning opportunity. Whenever we see 5s, this is completely out of our comfort zone. So this is why we just consider this energy to be a little chaotic. 7 of Pentacles, though, is almost like wanting something to get on with it, not wanting to wait. It's impatience with a sense of competition or fighting over someone. There's now sort of doubly this discord energy now. 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, looking at possibly a work situation or working with someone toward information, right? Information sharing, communication, money or assets, but certainly time and energy is involved here. But yes, excuse me, as I say, karmic transformation around this situation. It looks like that's what's in your thoughts. You are the other person's thoughts about the situation anyway. What are your feelings? You are the other person's feelings about the situation, collective. Be dealing with a Libra or a Scorpio here as well, or that could be in your chart. Feelings. What are the feelings? What are the person's feelings about the situation? And today the situation is the Five of Swords. I would say here with the Five of Swords as well, it can be accused of having like bully energy. As well, especially with this sort of impatience around this natural order of things. There could be some legal event involved as well here. With your thinking in regard to the situation. Right, feelings. What are you or the other person's feelings about the situation? Wow. We have so many cards. I will have to go through them because I promised you I'm just going to start taking everything that jumps out as long as it's upright. So I see another 5. We're going to look that up right away, and then we're going to look at some central issues here. 3 5s. I think it's quarrels and, yes it is, quarrels and disputes. Shocking, right? Not so shocking. Shocking, not so much. Here's our third 5. Quarrels and disputes, totally in line with what's going on here. But here in the heart space, this is a heartbreak. We saw, I did turn the deck over earlier here around this situation. We saw the Knight of Cups popping out here. So if this is a lover romance reading for you, it could very well be. We do have the Two of Cups opposite of it. Even if it isn't, it's just a way of, you know, promoting yourself or producing sweet messages. It's a sweet way of presenting yourself. It's poetic, it's gentle, kind, innocent, this type of thing. So we do have some soulmate energy here. Can be considered twin flame energy. But what's going on around it is rather interesting. So we have the 10 of Swords in the center of everything. We have 7 cards jumping out in the feelings about this situation. Swords energy matching up here in the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. So this is just over. Something is just, especially with the Death and the 10 of Swords showing up now, I think this is the second, I want to say, time in the last couple of days that we've seen these cards show up, not just in a reading here and there, but in this same reading. This is just overkill. Something is done and gone. And with the 3 of Swords here, and this is your feelings about the situation as well. So something is really not measuring up. It's almost like there's this sense of like scrapping something here, needing to do something over. It's not satisfactory. There just could be too much chaos here with the competition. Now we have a sense of poverty, rejection, being left out in the cold. This is rejection. You are the other person. So it just feels like it's extremely burdensome, I would say, as well. It could cause or be the cause of a heartbreak here. With the 3 of Swords showing up right next to the 2 of Cups here. And of course, opposite of the 4 of Cups. Because that's looking at someone not paying attention to the signs, or someone is, it's distracted. This is boredom. It's just distracted, not paying attention. So I just feel like something here in this situation, feelings about this particular moment, or your thoughts even about the situation, but in the feelings here, it's just like, yeah, coming to this realization. We saw the Tower come out recently as well in the last couple of days, and then the Death here. So yes, and then the Hermit opposite of the 5 of Pentacles. So this is, oops, Hermit is Virgo energy, but here with this Earth energy on the other side, there's this wisdom, knowledge, but isolation, right? Isolation through that knowledge, through that isolation. You could be dealing with someone who is technically considered to be somewhat isolated. That can be you. That can be your energy, right? This is you or the other person's feelings about the situation. But a bit, you know, quarrels and disputes, right, guys? So a bit of a letdown here. Let's see what the most probable outcome is for this situation. The most probable outcome for the situation. It feels like it could have been, something could have been so sweet here too. It's communication. The air energy, thoughts, ideas, beliefs, opinions, the written word, right? The spoken word. Ultimately, it's air energy. It's what we get across, what we say, and what we understand. So, all right. What is it? What's the most probable outcome here for this situation, collective? All right. 2 of Pentacles showing up. Let's get bottom and then top of the deck energy. We'll look at overall energy here as well. I mean, we are seeing some deep feelings here. But 2 of Pentacles. I don't feel like someone's giving up. I just feel like someone lost a battle, right? Remember, this is chaotic competition, quarrels, etc. Energy, heartbreak. Sometimes we don't know X until Y happens. Do you know what I mean? To use a little bit of algebra, I guess. But yeah, sometimes you don't know how deeply you feel about something, or how much something is going to affect you, or these types of things until you experience it. And it's something that I don't think necessarily, like I say at the very beginning here, it's something that probably not entirely shocked has come about. Maybe the shocking part, or the more, say, sort of sense of overkill, or like, you know, have to pick up the pieces part, is how you actually feel about it, even though you saw this coming. So most probable outcome, 2 of Pentacles. This is that big juggling situation, really having to play both sides of something here, guys. We do only have 1, 2, I believe. No, I lie. We have 2 2s. And we do have a 3. So, I mean, it could be about a third party anytime you see the 3 of Swords and it's a love or romance reading. Indeed, if it's any situation, you do have this sense of this broken heart, this total letdown. So it could be around a job, it could be around family, this could be relationships. Excuse me, you know, like even a karmic or legal matter here as well. Relationships for sure, because of the Justice and Libra energy is partnerships. And then you have that sex, death, and rebirth here. We have some Queen and King energy in addition to some more Knights. Where are my Knights at? I have 2 Knights, I have 2 Pages, and I have an Empress here, and a Queen. So there are a lot of different characters. If these aren't actually people, these are their energies. We have more Virgo energy showing up here, Taurus and Libra showing up here. A lot of Earth energy is present. We have more Scorpio energy and more air energy. So yeah, someone deeply affected here in their feelings about what they have discovered or communicated or learned about their feelings and that type of thing. So juggling something, trying to find a balance here is very, very important. So it could just be bouncing back from this situation. It does feel a little chaotic, right, with the 5 of Swords and everything that's going on here. This sense of overkill and rejection and, you know, poverty around something that could have been, you know, so sweet or very nice here, or a nice partnership. So trying to create this balance, knowing that that is necessary, which is nice on a practical level. This could be work-life balance, just as simply as that as well, or income, outcome, expenditure, etc. So that is the situation. Let's look at external energies. I consider this energy that's playing outside of the scenes or things that could be available to you in terms of people or opportunities. Page of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Wheel of Fortune. This guy is showing up a lot here. With the wheel, Jupiter energy, here we have it opposite of this gorgeous good news, right? This is positive influence, probably / possibly income, if you've been waiting on that. Around this energy, yeah, possessions, and then here we have balance, contracts, relationships. So there could be a small offer here, a practical offer that's being made as well. You could be dealing with a mother. You could be the mother. This is divine feminine energy here as well. So this something could be taking off for you. If you had wanted something to happen in the development of perhaps, you know, planning a family here, there could be some good news here with regard to that. In due time, something has to, and this energy is ongoing, I find. Something is coming to pass this next, maybe last day or so, or next day or so. These are timeless readings, so within 24 hours-ish, you know, of viewing it. The 22nd is just the date of it. Whenever you're viewing this is when, hopefully, the message is going to be helpful to you. But very extremely positive here. And yes, in terms of investments, art, this is about beauty, right? All about beauty. But there is some chaotic energy here as well. So this could just have to do with females in general. Because the Empress brings with it that sense of, whereas the Emperor is the order and the boss, and the Empress is, you know, all the hills and the valleys and the flowing and, you know, all the rest of that. So, you know, the receptivity, very different energy. So, yes, there a lot can happen here because it's, you know, it represents Mother Nature here as well. So it's a force to be reckoned with. But beautiful energy all the same. And there's a lot of gentleness around it. A big turnover. We have death and then the Wheel of Fortune here. So a big turnover, new page, a new leaf. Sort of like dawning here, if I may suggest. There's a feeling of, you know, the sunrise is coming. Here with subconscious energy, Ace of Cups, Page of Swords, and now we have the King of Cups. Okay, so Page of Swords right in the center. So someone could be a little bit fixated here. Usually this is where there's this learning curve, particularly around a partnership, a big learning curve internally here, collective, but how you really feel about something. If it weren't for this experience, you would not know how deeply you felt for something here, but you or the other person is acutely aware of trying possibly another tactic and just maybe getting away from something, or closing, as I say, the door or chapter or, you know, whatever here, in order to continue forward. 2 pages, I believe. I'm going to look up 2 nights as well. But 2 pages is fun and enjoyment, and 2 nights are friends from the past. So you could be dealing with people within those environments for you as well. Overall energy for the whole reading is the Knight of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. She keeps showing up, that sassy Melassie Queen of Wands. Animals is showing up again with Virgo energy, cat-like energy, feline, entrepreneurial energy if you're not directly dealing with an Aries or an older fire sign female, or a younger earth sign male. There could be an offer here with regard to these 2 people or these 2 energies. This is long-term, but slow, extremely slow-moving energy. I did mention impatience back here with your thoughts about the situation as well. So, but just not giving up. Something is still very inspiring here. So I do see a lot of inspiration here and just moving toward, no matter what here, moving toward this artistic or this if it's not about art in general, it can be about, you know, beauty and the generation of resources here indeed. So building those or collecting, feeling strongly more positive, confident about how to do something as opposed to what not to do anymore here. Yeah, if it weren't for this experience, you would not know how deeply you felt about something and how much deeper you would have to look into it here. But it's going to be work. It does feel like work. There is that type of energy, but it just means that I'm getting 9 of Wands vibes here. I know that sounds weird if that card isn't here, but 9 of Wands just gives me those vibes of like, you know, what's it going to take? But it's sort of exhaustive energy. There's just, I feel a little bit of exhaustion here. Not going to lie here, collective. So don't give up the fight. And, you know, definitely don't ruminate here. If there's any tendency to ruminate, I would maybe, so rumination is just something that, you know, churning over in your own mind, or if there's a sense of, or say practice or tendency to over talk something, over explain, particularly if it is a problem or something that's chaotic or maybe outside of your hands at the moment, or that you yourself personally have to balance no matter what you do about it currently or who you tell. It's like it could just be a complaint at this point. So maybe, you know, redefine this energy, this thought energy here with the chaotic, with the karmic transformation through the chaos, right? So let that be a trip. Let that be that, let it have its own, you know, energetically speaking, sort of, Wile E. Coyote moment, I guess. That's what I'm getting here. There's just like a lot of things going on. There's like a chasing and this type of thing here. So maybe there's this sense of, you know, just let that Acme anvil fall for the last time and, you know, run into that wall that's painted like a train railway. Just take a little breather and balance what feels the most obviously out of balance here for you. Take a deep breath here and then get back into your strong feelings about something. Don't give up for sure, but, you know, definitely let go of something that is causing way too much impatience or perhaps a sense of, you know, competition that may be unnecessary, even within your own thinking about something or something coming to pass. So yeah, and stay motivated, stay excited. Something may take a little bit longer than you had expected, but it looks like it's going to be worth it here because it's very important to you. You're realizing now. All right, I am going to leave it there, collective. I love doing these readings for you. I hope, as always, that it's helpful to someone out there. And until the next one, bye for now.